Alright, the mechanism is in place, and I've checked my calculations several times. Everything is in order. I must remember, this is the only way I can easily get the amount of magical material required. There are no other wide and solid places on my body that are easily accessible, aside from my skull, which is not an option. This is the only way. I've done the calculations. There should be no effect to my dexterity. I can withstand the damage without putting myself in danger. I know my conclusions are correct. There's nothing to fear. It is only 5 seconds. My ad is in place, and the mechanism is ready. I just need to press the button. I just need to. One down. Hold on, I'm coming. What is... Oh my god! Dr. Gaster, what are you... Why didn't you call? I'm not dressed. I need you to heal me. Why aren't you signing? Is something wrong? Oh, your hands. What happened? Are you hurt? I can try and heal you. Come on. But, why aren't you using your magic hands? Never mind. I probably shouldn't ask. Oh, jeez. Don't, just ignore all that. I haven't had a chance to clean up the place around here. Here, sit here. Let me see. What happens? Oh, right, you can't really, God, I'm so stupid. Maybe if I could, take the bandages off, it might be easier if I could see what happens. I mean, I get being embarrassed if it was an accident, but I'm not going to judge you or anything. It happens to everyone eventually, right? Even someone as graceful and careful as you. It was an accident, right? Right? So everyone has accidents every now and then. It's okay. So if I could just... I suppose it'll be inevitable anyway. Yeah, didn't catch any of that. So let's just take a look and... Oh my god! What happened? What did you do? Oh my god. Oh god, no wonder you didn't want to sign. This must hurt so bad. It's cut right through. It's so clean. It was an accident. Is the other one like this? This, I don't know how you could, this doesn't look like an accident. Do you have the bone pieces? 'Cause, if you do, then maybe I could... You don't have those either. Without them, I mean, I can make it stop hurting, but I won't be able to... I know. Jeez, I wish I could understand you. Dr. Gaster, before you, I know, things have been hard for everyone since what happened, and I know you were close to the king and queen, and, but, if you, if you're ever feeling, or, if you're I just wanted to say that, there are people who care about you, a lot, and if something's wrong, or, you need help, or someone to talk to, you can talk to me or someone else, even if you don't like me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're not alone, you know? So, yeah.
Good night, Alphys. That's where you're wrong. You can't help me. Not with this. From here, I am alone. Entry number. Both physical samples have bonded with the soul fragments. Progress so far exceeds expectations. The vortex of magic around the soul is in constant flux, although it frequently manifests a large nodule on one end. Entry number. The large nodule is becoming a persistent feature. 4 smaller tendrils of magic have extended from the main magic mass. These tendrils have been surprisingly constant since they manifested. Entry number. Each specimen has deformed its physical vortex in the same way. The 4 longer extrusions have branched into 5 tiny ones on each end. I am keeping a close eye to see if this trend is exponential. Entry number. The large nodule without any extremities appears to have developed some kind of partial perforations in a loosely triangular configuration. They somewhat resemble eye sockets. Oh. You're not supposed to look like skeletons. You're not supposed to look like me. More setbacks. After taking shape, the magic mass has become completely inert. No sign of life, movement, growth, or change from either of them for over a week. They may as well be calcified magical exhibitions in a particularly macabre museum. They're no good to me like this. I need them alive. I can't have come this far to give up now. There must be a way to break them out of this stasis. There has to be something. Is it? They're moving. They're moving! They're moving! It worked! It worked! I did it! They're alive! You're alive! It's been 6 hours since I've removed them from the MD solution. They are clumsy and confused. Fearful. They stumble and trip like As expected, little experience in non-suspension has led to a difficult adjustment period, particularly regarding ambulatory motion. It will come in time, I'm sure. They are currently separated, as the nature of their interest in each other is unclear at this point. I'll investigate this more carefully at a later date after they've mastered movement. They do not appear to understand me or be capable of speech. They may not be truly sentient. It'll be easier if they are not. It does not matter either way. The line was crossed long ago. There is no turning back now. What the? What's going on? What is all this screaming? Oh, for God's sake. Limb detachment for a skeleton is completely normal and entirely painless. There's absolutely no call for carrying on like this. And you can't understand me anyway. Why am I even bothering to talk to you? I need to bring the arm close enough to reattach it. Stay still. I'm not in the mood for this. Stay still. Stay still. Once close enough, and with proper will, the arm reattaches. There. No pain, no fuss. Completely unremarkable and entirely undeserving of such attention-seeking behavior. What a waste of my time. At least the other one's been quiet so far. The taller one is needier than I'd like. I need to take steps to prevent attachment. 7 hours since removal. The little, smaller one is awake. I'm surprised both that he's survived outside at all, given his frailty, and that he's woken up again so quickly. He may be hardier than I initially thought, which is promising. I went to observe him in person. A transcript of my notes follows. I'm keeping my distance at first. He is poking and prodding at the walls and the floor, though he does not come near the force field. Maybe he senses the aura it gives off. I get the impression he is trying to find a way out. Perhaps he wants to go back to the suspension. He is yet to make any sound. It's preferable to the other one's constant whining and crying. He may not be capable of it, or he may just be too focused on his exploration. I've come closer and he's caught sight of me. He's wary and suspicious, though still silent. Obviously he sees me as a potential threat, so he's more perceptive than the other one at least. I've taken another step closer. His eyes fled a deep purple color interlaced with blue, and he backed up against the wall. Another step closer. His eyes are glowing brighter. I can sense magic gathering within his soul, but he's too new to know how to make it manifest into an attack. If he could open his mouth, I'm sure he'd snap at me. You can't use magic to defend yourself yet, as much as you try. I wonder what you'll do if I keep approaching. Closer still. He's getting quite frantic. He's rattling his bones at me. At that point I decided to leave him be to attend to other matters. The two of them differ strikingly in temperament. One docile, one hostile. Whether that will make things easier or harder, I will have to see. An unexpected development. I left them within earshot of one another while I was clearing one of the workrooms for future use. It didn't take them long to realize the other was nearby. Perhaps a side effect of the nature of their souls. They made meaningless animal noises at each other. Subject 1 is capable of it after all. Nothing unusual or noteworthy, but then... Wah! They began to babble. I could recognize the noises they were stringing together. Bits and pieces of things I'd said to them. They even mimicked my tone of voice, though clearly without understanding. They can speak. They can learn. They are sentient, after all. I don't know how I feel about this. I specifically accelerated their growth because I didn't want them to look like children. I don't want them to sound like children. It's unnecessary. The rapid growth may apply to their minds as well. They can progress to an adult level of understanding at least then. I will introduce them to each other tomorrow with the proper precautions in place. This wasn't in my plans, but one must always be ready to improvise. We'll see what happens. This is it. Subject 1 and 2 are going to meet. I'm keeping a tight hold on both their souls. Don't touch me, don't touch me. So if they fall to fighting, it should be a matter of moments to separate them before either is hurt. It's best to be prepared. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. They've seen each other. They seem at a loss for what to do. Subject 1 seems wary. Subject 2's eyes have begun glowing a warm red-orange color. Subject 1 soon began glowing light blue in response. This seems to have calmed them a little. They are approaching each other.
Wonk.
They are curious about the other, as one may expect. They are the first living thing they've seen aside from myself, after all. They are very eager and quick to learn. Already their level of speech has advanced at an astonishing rate just by speaking to each other. Arm, hand, palm. As one learns something new.
Ah! Shh! No cry! See, one okay, one normal.
So the other builds off what they've learned to new heights. A mutual scaffolding. They are indeed little skeletons. And they are getting very attached to each other. Very quickly. If I want the two to mature rapidly, leaving them together seems the most obvious choice. At the same time, emotional bonds like this carry their own risks. On the other hand, alright, that's enough. Perhaps those bonds can be exploited later, should the need arise. Entry number. Steady progress at a rapid rate. They can speak in sentences now. Subject 1 is quiet and soft-spoken. A lowercaser, I'm sure, without much attention to detail and taken to mumbling. 2, however, is more confident and clear. Uppercase, like myself. A voice that demands attention. It does not matter what their fonts are. I did not notice, and it does not matter. They cry and carry on whenever I have to separate them, but I cannot risk leaving them alone unsupervised until Subject 2 can understand one's condition.
What's that mean?
It means that if you hurt Subject 1, even a little, even by accident, he will die.
What's die?
It means he will turn to dust and you will never see him again. Stop crying. I'm talking to you. Since then, 2 has been very careful. Entry number. Since I moved them into the same room, they're much quieter and easier to work with. They chatter constantly. Entry number. Whenever I go to see them, they're holding and touching each other. They're desperate for physical contact. At least they won't ask it from me. They even sleep like that. It doesn't seem like it'd be comfortable. Sometimes their souls glow in unison. I believe it is when they are dreaming. Entry number. They are voracious eaters. Given their rapid development, it makes sense. Out of curiosity, I gave them half a portion one night to see what they would do. They split the difference. I suspect given only a crumb, they'd find a way to share it. I don't know where they learned to be so selfless with each other. It's not a trait I think would be inborn. Entry number. I gave them one pillow to see who'd assert dominance and claim it for their own. When I checked in on them, they'd torn it up and were playing with the stuffing. Entry number. They never stop asking me questions. At least the vocabulary's growing. What is disappointing? Specimen? Alternating current? Electricity? Marrow? Calcium? Laser? Forbidden? I did make an annoying error once while I was distracted.
What is he? What are we? Is he me? Am I him?
No, you're not the same person.
Then what are we?
You are things. Though I suppose technically one could say you were brothers.
Brothers? He's my brother?
Are you a brother too? I made you both. But what are you?
Are you us? What are you to us?
Quiet. They unfortunately latched on to the word. Brother this, brother that. Perhaps they'll grow out of it. I should have been more careful with my wording. Things cannot be brothers. Entry number. They're starting to read. I'm being careful about what I give them. I don't want them getting ideas about the outside world. Subject 1 is a fast learner. 2 less so. He struggles with reading, and my hope is that he inherited my... It's a physical problem with his eyes, not a mental one. Bad eyes can be fixed, even with one's help. He has difficulty. He interprets even the clearest directions in strange ways. He seems intent on sabotaging himself at every turn. One at least seems very clever. Why don't we ever see anyone else down here? Are we a secret or something? Perhaps too much for his own good at times. Entry number. They smile when I come to see them. They ask me what I do outside. They ask if they can go outside. Entry number. Subject 2. Tried to hold my hand. Entry number. I have made a huge mistake. Gaster, are you alright? You passed out. I'm alright. I must have gotten dizzy. Gaster, I'm really starting to worry about you. You're working too hard. It's taking a toll on your health. Whatever it is, it can't be that important. I'm very close to a breakthrough. I'm sure of it. I'm going to get us all out of here. You'll see. I'm alright. I just need more time. Look at your poor hands. They look worse every time I see them. Are they giving you trouble? I know you said it was an accident, but... Please, I've asked that we not talk about this. I'm not sure I believe you. I understand that you want to get us out of here, but it's not worth tearing yourself to pieces. This isn't your burden to bear. When the time comes, and the last soul falls, I will break the barrier and do what has to be done. That is my duty as king. But my duty is also to my people, and my friends, and your well-being is more important to me than anything you are working on. I don't want you hurting yourself, not for any reason. I can't lose you too. Stop pushing yourself so hard. It's not your responsibility. Take care of yourself, and I will take care of the barrier. Come on, some tea will help you relax. You can go back to work after you unwind a little, all right? If you insist. You've always been too gentle and too kind. You don't have the same darkness inside that I have. If anyone should be making such sacrifices, it will be me. I will get us out of here, no matter the cost. And you will never have to kill anyone again. I'll make sure of it. I've waited too long. The project is in danger. My objectivity is at risk of being compromised. I cannot afford any further delay. They are still childlike, but no more time can be wasted. Even this, in the end, was a foolish diversion. It does not matter if they can understand. It does not matter what they look like, or if they can think or what they feel. This is not what I made them for. I need to regain my focus. I need to regain control. I need to remember why I'm doing this. Why don't my hands look like yours? You and Subject 1 don't look alike, do you? I guess not. I knew when I began what this project would entail. I knew what I'd have to do. I knew there'd be no going back. No forgiveness. Decisions were made all for this greater purpose. To create these living tools. To even consider. Such selfish sentimentality gets people killed. There is only one choice. There's only one choice. I told myself I'd make whatever sacrifices necessary to achieve my goals. I'm not going back on my word. I'm the only one who can do this, who will do this. There are no other options. I'm going to get us all out of here. No matter what it takes. The greatest test of my strength. I am determined. Can you move?
No, it's hard to breathe. I'm scared.
Good. You should be scared of me. I will not fail. It is done. They asked me, begged me, screamed at me to stop. When I did not, they called out for their brother to save them. When they did not, they called out for someone, anyone, to help them. But nobody came. A lesson we all must learn at some point. It is done, and I must admit, a part of me is curious now what they will do. Their limited worldview must be completely shattered. What will they build out of the pieces? Can they even understand what just happened to them? How will they adapt to this new paradigm? What will change?
My hand hurts. I can't get it off. I hate it. I hate it. Why did he do this to us? I knew it. I knew it. I knew we shouldn't. I knew we couldn't trust him. What did we do wrong? I don't understand. We were good, weren't we? It wasn't us. We didn't do anything wrong. It was him. He wanted to do this to us. Maybe he was worried we'd get lost, or their magic and will protect us from something, or... Are you serious? How can you even say that? How long were you screaming while he drilled that into you? Maybe he had to do it that way. Yeah, but not for the reason you think. We're just things to him. He's always said that. He doesn't care about us. He's never cared about us. He can do whatever he wants to us. Who's going to stop him? No one even knows we're down here. It's not like we can get out. God. Oh my God. What is he going to do to us? This is just the beginning, isn't it? This isn't going to stop. It's just going to get worse. Oh God, no, he won't. He won't. He's not like that. He's not going to. Look at your hand, for God's sake. Don't you get what's going on here? Don't you get what we are to him? That's not what's going to happen. He's not going to hurt us anymore. Are you joking? What do you think just happened? What on earth do you think is going to make him stop? He's not going to hurt us anymore. I know it. He helped me once. He's not a bad person. He's not a bad person, except for these. Open your eyes. Can't you tell? He's not going to stop. Why would he? What has he ever done for us except he's not going to. He's not. Whoa. Are you okay? Jeez, calm down. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, shh, calm down. Come on, deep breaths, okay? I'm scared too, alright? But we're okay. We're both okay. I'll figure something out, don't worry, calm down. He can't. There has to be good in him. There has to be. It just has to be. Shh, breathe, okay? I'm just trying to breathe. He has to stop. He has to. It won't get any worse than this. Right?